Hello, my dear teacher. Welcome to another video here of our program, The Digital English Teacher. Today, with a great tip for you, teachers who like to work with video material in your lessons, with your classes. Okay, and I know that what I'm going to say is going to sound obvious and redundant, but I think that when it comes to online educational technology, there's never anything obvious or redundant because there's always something that we still don't know. We still haven't heard about it because there are all sorts of little tricks, little features in all kinds of applications that once we know them, we can benefit more from them. So the first one that I'm going to talk about, and that's why I say it's obvious, it's about YouTube. And you're going to say, oh, Fred, come on. I've known YouTube for years now. Yes, okay. I thought you might think like that. You might say something like that. But what I want to show you today is it's a very powerful little tool feature in YouTube that, in case you don't know about yet, right, can be a game changer in your video lessons. Well, first of all, what I would like to show you is this. So if you have a YouTube account, okay, if you have a Google account, and of course, if you've got a Google account, YouTube is already integrated and you can start using your YouTube. You can post videos there. I don't know if you know that, but you can. Okay, but that's not what we're going to explore today. So you have a YouTube account. Okay, you have a Google account with a YouTube account. And then what I want to share with you today is that sometimes when we think about video lessons, we think, oh my God, but what am I going to do? Am I going to have to start filming myself or filming things that I want to teach my students? Or am I going to use the videos that are available on YouTube? And of course, the obvious conclusion is let's use what is already available on YouTube. So you can search for material that is compatible with the kind of classes that you want to teach, or that contains vocabulary, structure, language that is relevant to what you want to teach, and that the level of complexity of the material, the text, the language, the accent, and so on, is compatible with your students, with the level of the students with whom you want to use this material. But what I want to show you is this. Because you see, I would like to say, I think I should say that I consider myself an avid consumer of YouTube. But the problem is sometimes I start searching for videos and I find one like this. And then YouTube here on the right, okay, well, actually it's going to be above me. Okay, so above me here, which is on the right of the video that I'm searching for, they offer suggestions of other videos that I might be interested in. And I get very easily distracted. And sometimes, because I keep jumping from one video to the other, sometimes I lose track of the first one, the one that really got me to this place, because that's the one that I was interested in. So what I would like to show you today is that you can click here on the save button, okay? And then not only you've got these two options here, okay, you can save to this list, which is a default from YouTube, watch later, or to your favorites. Okay, but the problem with the favorites is that once you start saving, okay, the list might get too big. And it might get very kind of polluted. But there is a way of organizing the videos that you want to save so that later you can revisit them. So you can click here on create a new list, and then you assign to this list a name that is significant, that is relevant to the kind of films that you're going to save there. So for example, in this case, I would call mine documentaries. Okay, and then I will say, okay, I'm going to save this video in the documentaries playlist. But now think about it, and that's where I think you should be more careful, and plan in advance. Because when we think about documentaries, we have all kinds of documentaries. We have nature documentaries, we have war documentaries, we have, all kinds of documentaries. Well, this one in particular is what we call wildlife documentary, or just a general term could be nature documentaries. Okay, and then you click on create. Well, and now if later you decide to go through your list to see what kind of material you've saved because you want to revisit them, you can come over here and then you go into your specific list, playlist that you called nature documentaries. Okay, it's right there. And then you click on it and then it's going to show you exactly this one that you've saved. Okay, so the reason why I'm suggesting this to you is that I don't know if you know. I mean, a lot of people. Well, maybe you're not an avid consumer of YouTube material, but Netflix, for instance, have made lots and lots of documentaries. You know that they have on their paid services available for free on YouTube. And if you look over here, right here, you can see that this is a 50-minute documentary. This one is 43 minutes long. So which means that they're not just giving you a clip like a trailer or something. They're actually making the whole documentary available, which I think it's awesome. And for us teachers, it's really, really cool because for pre-intermediate, intermediate level students, they can understand a lot of what they say in documentaries like that. But then you can do the pre-listening, or you can do, well, you can do your homework, and as a teacher you watch in advance, select parts that are very important that you show to your students because they contain a certain grammatical structure that you're teaching them, or you're teaching them certain vocabulary. And here you can turn the subtitles on or off. And because we're talking about a company like Netflix that produces high quality material, there's a good chance that the subtitles there are going to be fine. They'll be just perfect. They'll be just accurate. And then let's just take a quick look at that. And the images are just incredible. Okay, I'm just gonna jump ahead because I just want to show you the subtitles really. Oh, here. Okay, emerging from a dust storm in the Arabian desert. Did you notice I said Arabian? Suppose I were wrong. Suppose I I got confused and I thought this was the right sound, but it was not. So then I can check this out with the narrator. Oh, but actually I was right. The Arabian Desert. See how cool it is? You've got the subtitles, and then if you have doubts about the pronunciation, you can compare the subtitles with the way they pronounce and the way you might have pronounced that word. Okay, and if you need to draw your student attention to specific words, right? You can always go there and highlight specific words, keywords that you want to discuss, explain them to them. Okay? Well, so from YouTube, what I wanted to show you was this, that you can now, not because this has just become available, but in case you didn't know, considering that you learned this with me today, you can make a list and organize them by categories. All the video material available on YouTube that you can use with your students. And by organizing them like this, by creating your list, you make the job of retrieving that information a lot easier. Okay? And at the end of the class, if you want to assign something for homework to that particular student, all you have to do is to click here. YouTube will give you the link to that video, okay? and you just have to copy and email to your students. Or if you have your WhatsApp application open in your computer, you just copy and paste and send it to your student, right? Okay, so well, there's no big deal here. I mean, these are just some basic features of YouTube. But in case you didn't know, because I have to tell you, I've used. I mean, when I actually started using this, I have to tell you that I had already used YouTube for years without ever realizing that there was a very powerful tool here that could help me. You know, the save feature. Okay, and then I I I kind of dived into it. I went a little bit further, and then I decided to investigate what these three little dots here, what they contain. And then once I clicked on them, I discovered that you have something here that we call a report. And in some cases, well, it's not the case in this particular video here, but in some cases, we have a transcription of the video. In some other YouTube videos, you have a transcription of the video. Actually, let me just go ahead quickly, see if I can find one here. Maybe this one here has this thing that I want to show you. Just give me a second. Oh, here it is. Here's the video. Let me just see if the... Sorry about the ads. Okay, let's skip that. Okay, so this is a Friends clip, an episode of Friends, a clip from one of their episodes. Then I've got the subtitles here. Can turn them on or off. But if I come down here, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Now you can open the transcript, and then you've got everything here from the video. So the subtitles are presented to you as a transcript. And the cool thing is that if you know exactly where something is, for example, suppose that you wanted to discuss this verb here, to repopulate the earth, okay? It's a verb that appears in this scene from Friends. So think about this. So you've pre-watched this as a preparation for your class, and then when you start the class, you open the video and you want to go straight to that position in the video. If you just click here, notice what happens. The playhead goes straight to that position, 5 minutes and 23 seconds, and it stops there for you to play, or for you to just take a look at the sentence and discuss that with your student. Isn't that a very cool feature? I think it's awesome, right? And like I said, I mean, I've been using YouTube for a long time, and only recently I discovered that this feature is available. Okay, so it's not available in every video, but in lots of videos which already contain the subtitles, this feature is available. Okay, it's called the transcription, the transcript. So from YouTube, I shared with you today two things. Creating a playlist with very meaningful titles, names, so that you can create groups of videos that are that belong to a specific topic, to a specific genre, and then later when you need them, you go straight to that playlist and find the video you want, and you use them in your video class. Okay, but YouTube is not the only place where you can find very interesting videos to teach your students. Today I want to introduce, to those of you who don't know yet, there's a place called Khan Academy. Khan Academy is a place, it's difficult for me to explain exactly what it is, but let's say it's a hub of education. It's a huge website where teachers, professors from all over the world, they contribute with video lessons. And they, as far as I know, they receive donations from people all over the world, which help support their work and keep this service alive. And it's free, you know, it's totally free. And it contains video lessons about any subject you can think of. Mathematics, chemistry, history, physics, and English. So for instance, if you're an English teacher You don't have to prepare literally all your lessons. In this academy here, in the Khan Academy, you have lots of lessons that have already been prepared by other teachers from different parts of the world. And they're free, they're there, they're available. So, for instance, there is one here I found recently. It's called Introduction to Grammar. Okay, it's a video lesson. And it's a short video. Let me just play a little bit for you. See, so this video is available inside their platform called Khan Academy. And this guy, David, for example, he made a 2-minute 45-second video explaining what grammar is. So think about this. It's a great video. It got graphic animation in it. The guy writes on the screen as he explains what grammar is. And if you're a teacher, okay, like I said many times, this channel was created, this program was created to help teachers who want to join this community and start working online, but are still a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit insecure. You don't have to prepare all of your material. A lot of things are already available online. You just have to know where they are and how to use them. So here's an example. This video is 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and it's about grammar. And as you can see, just listen to just have a listen. Let's start by asking the question, what is grammar? See how beautiful his English is? Do you see how clear he speaks? So, if you're a Brazilian teacher like me, isn't it good for you to have access to material like that you can expose your student to? And then turn the subtitles on whenever necessary and explain to your student the language that this guy is using and the reason why he's using that language, that particular way. Okay? So I think it's another very powerful tool. So my point is, if you're a teacher, if you're new to this world, and if you're worried because you think that in order to be here, you have to know how to use the camera and how to edit videos and you have to make all your videos, that's not true at all. You can and you will once you learn a few things and you become more and more comfortable in this environment. But to start off, you don't. There are lots and lots of interesting things. You just have to know where to look for them, and then of course select the ones that work best for you. Okay, so let me just get out of here because I just wanted to show you these two things and present them to you, present them to you as examples of source material that you can have. I mean, available to you. They're actually at your fingertips. All you have to do is to start using them. Okay? So my name is Alfredo. This is the Digital English Teacher, a program designed to help you start working online. I hope to see you again in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you again in our next video lesson. Bye bye for now.